doing. All right, I've been doing this for some years now. Before I even moved to Clinton, I was doing this. All right, but it wasn't this big. It used to when I was in Lawrence, it was just some of these. First, it was some of these, a couple of these, and just a little fire in the yard. Then I went hiking and found some big rocks. I used that for a workout. I had dug a little hole after I made a circle with some rocks and made a little mountain out of them. It was meant for me and, what I'm saying, some other people that I loved. They never came through, so I finally lit it up. Had one time I ate marshmallows in this boy. It wasn't this deep then. It was the ground level. Now it comes up to my hip where the ground used to be. Well, above my hip. So let me jump down real quick. So you see the top of the rocks? It's the same size as me. I'm 6'1", 6'2". You got your steps. Go down to that level. Where I'm standing there right now, I'm gonna drop it down to that level. Let me step up again. So you see, you got steps right there. You get down to there. You got steps to get down to that one. So all this is gonna be removed. We're gonna have real flooring, tires, whatever they call it, stuff, man. This is just privacy wall. That's all that is just a privacy wall for now. Everything's gonna be replaced. It's just 3D blueprint. That's why you tell everybody on Twitter, man. It ain't no finalized thing. Because what I want, everything on the top, I want later on, either gonna be gone or I'm just gonna put a shed right here on top. I'm gonna build a shed and this floor right here, I'm put something across. Ground level, something gonna be across it. So you can walk across and drive across the top of it. And the chill area is gonna be like a bat cave. I dug all this out with a shovel. A shovel and a machete because it's easier to dig through this red mud, cut it up instead of digging. People think red mud is hard to dig through. Yeah, it can be. But how I did it, it wasn't, because you're going to run into roots too. So that's where that machete came in handy. So I chopped the root up and keep on digging. I could have been dug it down to technical difficulties. Technical difficulties, if you didn't catch that. So, you know what I'm saying, just the outside. I still kept that right now so that, you know what I'm saying, so you can't see through that. There you go. So this is my little chill area, y'all. Wi-Fi cut off again. Hey, so that was from the storm that happened next door. I didn't charge them for that, man. I went over there after the church people cut the tree down. It fell on that woman building and a house and all in the yard. Piece by piece, I slowly moved it over here to get rid of it. Most people paid for people to clean up their yard, get rid of the lumber and all that. I did it out of the kindness of my heart. I ain't asked for 1 cent. Just like my promoting, I ain't asked for 1 cent, man. I had a skill. I didn't want to go to waste, and I was trying to teach myself how to be better every day, like, this how I get faster. That's why, like, I promote for hundreds and thousands of people on Twitter, and YouTube and Instagram, and I don't be on Facebook, okay? So I don't do that no more. I deactivated my page I reactivated one of my pages just to pull out my snakes and my haters. I wanted them to come out, stick their head out the dirt if I had any. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know that I had any haters, because all I do is ever show love to everybody. Even to my haters, to people that don't want me to show them love, I show them love hoping it's going to rub off on them. They be like, man, why are we hating that motherfucker, man? What he do to us? One day I'll think that'll change. So that's something, it's like a spark, man. I'm pushing global peace around the world. I talk to other nations, kings, queens, their daughters and sons, emperors and empresses. Like, I talk to big people. Somebody told me one day, I be talked about in rooms I would never stand in. And it made me click. It made it click. That was years ago somebody said that. I ain't never thought about it, man. Until one day, people were standing in rooms that I would never stand in, speaking my words to people. Because if I said it, nobody was gonna hear it. Nobody was gonna listen. But if Pitbull said it, or J-Lo said it, or Becky G said it, you know what I'm saying? People clap and stand in ovation. If Obama or Trump or Harris said, thousands of people standing up like, yes. Encore, encore. Oh, I'm like, okay. My one thing I wanted when I was a little kid was the Nobel Peace Prize. But because of my skin color, and where I'm from, I already knew. I said, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But I had people, get those Nobel Peace Prizes off of my idea. That made me smile. I didn't ask for no attention. That was enough. That was enough. When I seen that, I said, okay, we on the right path. We on the right path. And then a lot of people get upset that I don't charge people for what I do. And then they get upset that they didn't think of it first. Then they get upset that I'm in the place that they want to be in, or I'm talking to people that they think they should be talking to. But if that was the case, you would be talking to them. Okay? Thing about it is, I did it with being authentic. Showing real love. People were trying to throw their pockets at me. I said, I'm not looking at your pockets. I'm looking at your heart. Most times it's like this. This is how it goes. I said it many times. 99 times, person gonna be a certain way. But 1 out of 100, they gonna glitch. And you'll see who they really is. They can't do it all the time. And then in that mirror, they crying. They lying to themselves and they lying to God. And Jesus talking to God like, man, you see the... Oh, I told you, many times, my whole life, I've walked with Jesus and talked to God. My whole life. I always chill by myself. Sometimes when I was growing up, sometimes I used to go chill with, people, homies, or whatever you want to call it, fam and whatnot. That was okay. I ain't saying nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't me, man. I like chilling by myself. I like chilling with the nature. Just the wind. A butterfly fly by, a dragonfly, or birds, I sneak up on deer now. I'll be 5 feet away from a deer. The deer yell. He'll yelp. I had a deer, a baby deer, and a mommy run because they heard something. The baby deer was running right at me, still didn't see me. I'll be hiking all the time. I had to wave my arms in there like, hey, you running towards me, you know what I'm saying? Then he cut. Like, real talk, I don't know how to say it, but like, I'm kind of one with the earth. If I wasn't around here, I would probably walk around with no shoes on. A friend of mine had me take my shoes off one day and just put my feet in the grass, you know. The only friend that ever did that. There was one friend that showed me love that I'd never seen before. And it opened my eyes up that, it is other people out there that do got a heart, that do care and love the way that I do or different, close to. At one point I thought love was dead, man. So I'm thankful for that one person that did that for me. That's why I said if I never see that person ever again, I want to tell that person now, thank you. And I know you see me. And you see me saying that, but I thought I've been talking to you for a whole year. I thought I've been talking to this person, yo. Everybody was acting like this person, I guess. I don't know how they was doing it. But it was weird. Because recently when I was just about to give up on thinking, it was her or whatnot, all of a sudden they sent the last few movies that we watched together. I said, well, it gotta be you. Nobody know that we watched Twinkle in Time and I think that was the name of it. And that Hocus Pocus movie and whatnot. I was like, it gotta be her. Wasn't nobody there when we watched that? Who would think to send that right now? Of all times, right now. We used to watch the Halloween movie with the skeleton man and the cartoon. I just post that GIF up all the time. And I talked to her this morning. She finally hit me back. And what she was saying made me say, oh, I wasn't talking to you because you don't even know that I've been talking about you and my love for you this whole year. Summer last year, matter of fact, since we stopped talking to each other on the phone. Because you had said one thing to me that I don't ever want to hear you say again. I don't want to ever hear you say again. Is you said, you know how girls be. You don't love me. Trying to get you to prove that you love them and stuff, man. I said, oh, really? So I never stopped promoting her, just like my cousin. I never stopped promoting him. Every once in a while, I throw a rope out. That's what I do. I made it to the top of the mountain so many times, and then I throw a rope out. I was like, hey, I'm going to keep moving forward, but I'm gonna throw a rope out. If you want to grab it, grab it. If you don't. It's all right. I don't care. I'm good. I'm moving forward. I love you. Just showing you I did. It's just we all do things differently. And your way might be good for you, but not good for another person. And if your way is so good, why it ain't working? You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do the same thing that another person do. If you copy another person, you're not going to get the same success that the other person got. That's why I tell people, don't copy other people. Do you. Do you. Don't be a niche. If you be a niche, guess what? You're going to get cornered in a box. Don't be a niche, man. Have a contingency plan, man, because if that niche fails, oh my goodness, it's over. And it's people out here, it's hustlers out here looking for niche people, and they got books for niche people. And then that's why some people, they wonder, they're like, man, they be wondering why they can't, use the book against me and get me to go left or right. I'm like, because every second I'm a new person. If you got an AI, just an example, if you got an AI trying to learn me, you're going to have to reboot that AI every 30 minutes. Because every 30 minutes, I just upgraded myself. We all should be learning every day. Every day is a new day, and the past doesn't exist. Did you hear me? this is how this is how I like to see it. It helps me. I don't know if it will help you, but at 12 o'clock, we'll get on that time thing later. But at 12 o'clock, it's a new day. Everything that happened at last second at 11:59, it doesn't exist no more. That's the past. And that's how I look at things, man. It happened, you know. Sometimes, in order to talk about the future, you have to bring up the past when you're thinking about stuff. You don't have to bring it up, but you gotta think about it. And with my pages and my writings, because I'm basically writing a book about my life and everything. That's why I call it my stuff is open thought podcast thingy. You know what I'm saying? I hate the other dude got them put a name up there like that. And, so he to get his stuff like marketed at first, whatnot, but it's cool. It's cool. Cause I can just upgrade it. Change something else. But I'm really when you see what I'm posting or whatever, it's what I'm thinking. You are in my head. You don't want to be in my head, get off my page. Because I'm having open thoughts. That's my first thought. What you see is my first thought. And by the time you see it, I'm on to my third thought about it. I ain't there no more. That's the past. You there. So, respectfully, don't stand in the past with me. Because if you stand in the past with me, you stand behind and you are not existing. We all should be able to, we all should be lifting everybody up. Not just your group, not just your family. Because we are all family on this earth, no matter your race, no matter your sex. We are all brothers and sisters. This is another thing that goes back to what I was telling. Okay, so, yeah, that's perfect. I'm glad we got to that. See, one thought makes another thought for me. All right, for example, I was asking the Republicans to do something for the Democrats if they had won. The Democrats didn't win, the Republicans won. So guess what I asked them to do? Guess what I asked the Democrats to do? What I asked the Republicans to do. No matter who's in that chair, if you have the ability to help whoever is in that chair, that White House is all ours. This is all our United States. Why would you hold back knowledge? This goes for not just the White House, and this goes for school or anywhere else with knowledge. Why would you hold back knowledge that could make the human race smarter and evolve? And the person, you might be a genius, and you can't figure out this one thing. And guess what? That woman behind that clerk desk, that cashier, might have the answer, but she didn't go to Harvard, she didn't go to Stanford, she didn't go to Yale, but she got the answer to solve your problem and your question. So I was like, man, people gotta stop looking at people's cover and judging. Man, we all can lift everybody up. We fight each other so much that everybody ends up being a crab in a bucket. You know what crabs in buckets do, don't they? They be pulling the other crab down as the other crab's trying to get out the bucket. That's it, you know what I'm saying? Just in case you didn't know what I was talking about, I said that. Don't be a crab in the bucket, man. Lift people up. You lift this person up. Matter of fact, you lift them up, you throw them. Now they lift you up and they throw you. And you just repeat that and tear everybody up, man. There's enough money in the world for everybody to be rich. Everybody to be rich. Since all y'all do is chase money and want money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because for some people, that's all they got. Man, they ain't got life. All they got is the need to want cash. love doesn't matter to them. I want love to matter to everybody, but some people you can't change people, man. You throw a seed out there, maybe it'll grow, maybe it not. But I've been talking, man. I'm just talking, man. Um, this is my sanctuary, man. This is my little church. This is where I talk to God ancestors. You know what I'm saying? It's wild, man. It's a lot. I wish y'all could see me. Y'all can, because I saved all my videos. I screenshot my posts and everything, so when I lose pages like Twitter all the time, I've been doing and Instagram and YouTube. I've been having to make new pages since I was a teenager, man. I've been used to that. So I already knew to prepare. You know what I'm saying? Have a backup page, save and back up your stuff, because that page might go. Because the one time I had an Instagram page, had all my life on it, man. And that's before I became Shots Media Extra. I put during that time, because I was putting some of the work that I was doing with my cousin on it. I guess because of those videos, they knocked my page down, man. And everything below those videos was kids and family that I had took pictures of my life before Shots Media Extras. And that struck me hard, bro. I found them pictures. So I was happy I found them pictures again. But I was like, man, it was my life story. I had my life story on this Instagram page. And they banned it. Like, man. And it's a lot of people that without those things, it's wild, because without those videos and pictures, it didn't happen. Now, I remember it, but other people don't remember. Loved ones that was on those pictures. I guess that's God's way of showing you, some stuff. You know what I'm saying? God put in people in your life and take people out. You know what I'm saying? And you might not understand it, but for a good reason. Have faith. Believe, man. Don't just talk about believing and you want to believe, man. Tell you're going to hear them sometimes. Don't think you crazy. Many a time he said stuff to me that helped me out big time. And I listened to him, and then I was like, oh, I see why. Thank you, God. I was like, Jesus, make sure God heard me when I said thank you. Amplify my voice for me. You know what I'm saying? Because he might be busy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be left on red. No, metaphor, But yeah, I never talked to people about, I was a kid. I used to go to Sunday school, all that. A lot of people that know me now don't know that, man. I grew up in churches and whatnot, man. But now I ask questions. I played all them criminal case games, and I like Criminal Mind, the movies and stuff like that, and all that. I wanted to be a detective. I wanted to be, in the army, jumping out of, planes and stuff, all that stuff, man. At this moment, I want to be a ranger for Yellowstone, or work at Disneyland, SeaWorld. And I want to go skiing. I want to do a lot of stuff that, people be looking funny when I say stuff like that, because, African Americans don't be wanting to do a lot of that stuff, but some do, but it's not known. If you just see my skin color, don't put me in that category. I am so different. I talk to all races, man. Sometimes I have to use Google a lot. Talk to people in Korea, Asia, China, Russia. I forgot about the model for that clothing line. I I said, I gotta get back on there because I got a lot of pen pals, and pen pals are different now. You don't need a piece of paper in the mail box. You need just your email or Instagram or Twitter page. People don't realize that we all pen pals, man. We ain't never met each other, but we got a bond closer than we got with our families. A lot of people watch stories on TV or Real Housewives and stuff like that. I watch vlogs. I watch real life. You know, still sometimes even those vlogs, they make scripts for those vlogs. So they're really kind of still not real life. But that's what I like, man. I like watching people's real life, man. How you really living? That's how I did music. Like when I promoted for people, before I promoted for them or when I was promoting for them, I used to have kids around me, right next to me, where I could touch this, they be right here. I was like, man, after listening to their music, I gotta find out who this person is behind the scenes because of, I got a family, man. And that's what I realized. I said, you know what? These fans need to know that, man, that these people are not that entertainment alter ego. These people are good people. They basically are actors, you know what I'm saying, too. So don't judge somebody because of their acting skills. Some people hate people because of a role they did in a movie. You hear me? The person just did a role. Somebody gave them a script. Read them. How you gonna hate that person for that? You need to find out, get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge people, man. And don't judge somebody because of what somebody else say about a person. I had a person, like when I get jobs, people will try to turn me against the people that they work with because of something, issues and stuff they got with those people. But when I got there and I dealt with those people, I didn't have those issues with them. So why am I supposed to be mad at this person? Because of the street groups say, if I don't mess with them, you don't mess with them. That's how I'm supposed to be coming up. I don't mess with them, you shouldn't be messing with them. I ain't like that. You cannot like that person. I can still mess with them and keep us separate from them and you separate from, you know what I'm saying? Everything's separate. We're separate relationships. I deal with this person and I deal with this person. And now one of y'all gonna cross paths. I'm an individual, man. That's why you don't really see me with no groups. I walk alone. Don't judge me. Judge me if you want. I don't care. That's why I'll tell you. A lot of people care what other people think. That's not a life to live. It's not a life to live. I don't do this for no attention. I never wanted attention. Because it was like I'm throwing you in the kitchen. Yeah, I was like that. For what he had going on, he had to throw me in the kitchen. Because he had to introduce me so I could introduce him at that time. And then it hit a moment where I had to say, cuz I gotta go separate ways, with you. I love you. But you're doing something that I don't believe in and I ain't with. So we still do the same thing, but you do it on that side of the mountain. I'm gonna do it on this side of the mountain, meet you at the top, okay? Whoever get up first, we throw rules down to each other. No hard feelings. Hey, love you. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a big hug. Went on my way. And every once in a while, I still show love to his page and his work because to me, he was the greatest cameraman. I don't want to call him a cameraman because I don't want to be called a cameraman, but he was the greatest editor and director, you know what I'm saying, during them times before I knew everybody else. So this is another reason, like Kid Art, this is another reason I reached out to Kid Art because he really liked the Kid Art. And it was the other guy that he used to like watching, teaching him online. It wasn't teaching him directly, but he was watching his videos, how to do stuff and angles and all kind of stuff. I got to know those people. Cause I was like, if you like them, I'm gonna get to know them people for you. I'm trying to bring them closer to you. You know what I mean? I don't care about who they is or whatnot, but I'm doing this gig and stuff with you. I'm trying to do that for you. You know what I'm saying? I ended up during them promotion periods right there. I didn't realize that I ended up knowing so many people around the world. Cuzzo asked me to think globally, but only post in Greenville. I was like, that don't make no sense. How can I do global, but only post in Greenville? I hashtag the whole world. But I realized that's when I started a love campaign, because I realized that was a bad thing to do, because people overseas were seeing these people in these videos and thinking that was how they really were. No, they really wasn't like that, man. That's why I started getting people to put kids in your videos, show people y'all ain't really like that, man. And these people know y'all ain't really like that. That's why I try to only post love videos and stuff like that, because vibes really matter. Vibes really matter, man. I never understood it, but it's like numbers. I can see the change in the numbers when these kind of music videos are being posted around the world versus love pull the whole world together. We're gonna end it right. Um, damn. We're gonna end it right there. You talk later. I don't talk that much. I don't like to talk at all, man. So that's why I say when I do talk, try to listen, because I try not to talk at all. Period. I'm sorry. It's weird when it gets real high fire. I guess it's a magnetic field or something. The Wi-Fi go off. But when I talk, I don't like to talk. But when I do talk, man, try to listen. You ain't gotta do what I say, but hear me out. You know, I might say some stuff, but sometimes I be talking to myself, but it might help another soul. But y'all, man, I didn't even know some people talking down here. Hey, y'all. Oh, shoot. I see y'all, man. Hey. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Hey, y'all beautiful people, man. Be good, man. That's why I always say, because I'm talking to people around the world, good morning, good afternoon. You know what I mean? I hope you all had a grand rising. May you all stay blessed. You know what I mean? You know. May whatever you going through lift off your chest, and God take it away, and give you something, positive and good. You know, if you have any stress on you, please release that stress, because that holding stuff in, it could kill you, man. Slowly, and you won't even know it. Just talk to yourself if you have to. Just do a video. You ain't got to post it. Do a video. Say the stuff that's on your mind. Get it off your chest. Trust me, once you say it out loud, you'll be like, whew. A lot of times when I say it out loud, it's gone. I don't even have to think about it no more until somebody else bring it up. And I'm like, man, they bring that stuff back up. I like wearing glasses, man. These ain't even the first ones I had. And people kept taking my glasses. I held on to these, though. That's a good thing. I held on to these. I love my Iron Man glasses. Everybody want the fancy glasses, Louis V and all that. I like my Iron Man glasses.